Well, it's been 4 days since we brought our 4 piglets home, and it's cooled off. We've actually had some snow. It's in the 30s, so we're gonna go see how they're making out. Looks like they've been burrowed up in the hay a little bit, trying to stay warm. So while they're in this enclosure here that I built, I use this hog feeder. It works really well. It's a gravity feeder, and they have feed all the time. And then once they're out of here and they have the full run of the pig pasture, I switch to cut off 55-gallon drums, and that works well. I'll feed them twice a day. Right now I'm feeding bag feed that I bought from the feed mill, but I did get a load of shelled corn in that dump trailer over there, and I got to grind that up and put it in the gravity wagon that's over there with a roof on it, and then that'll get put somewhere right here in front of the pig pen, so I don't have to carry it very far. So the ladies are doing pretty good. They're settled in nice. It's been a little cold, but they're staying warm, and I add hay as needed to make sure they do stay warm and don't get cold. And hopefully this will be the last cold stretch of weather we get and things will warm up. I had to bring a tank heater out and put it in their water. Nice and thawed out inside. So they've been able to keep drinking. So while we're up here, I might as well do a little cattle update. They're doing pretty good. One of these 2 black ones has a date with the butcher here in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. So we'll figure out which one that one's gonna be. I'm not sure, but they're both pretty good size. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be this one right here to the left, 204 or 2204, one shaking his head all around. He looks just a little bit bigger than the other 2. Then there's old Butterfinger. So cattle are growing, cattle are doing good. And then there's those 2. As for the 3 heifers, they're doing well. They're growing. And while we're here, we might as well fluff up their hay just a little bit. Alright, so that's the cattle update. One of them's going to be going here pretty soon to the butcher. Everybody's doing well. They're just doing their normal thing. And so in the meantime, I got another small project I want to work on that has to do with this thing. So we're going to turn the key on and get this thing fired up. Let it run, warm up for a minute. Tell you one thing, I'm not gonna have no wet butt sitting on this seat like this. Okay, so what we have is we're down here by the chicken coop, and we're down here on the edge of the pasture project that I've been working on. There's a swale that runs behind the chicken coop that's been here for a few years. This was put in an effort to keep the garden that was once here dry, and it works well. So the problem I have is the water comes down along all these trees over here and then turns and cuts across over here and then turns and then meets up with this swale. Well, this area right here is all going to be pasture, and right now this swale is right in the middle of where that pasture is going to be. So now I want the water to run this way instead of running this way. So that's what we're going to do. Well, it's been a few hours since I finished working on the ditching project. The snow stopped, the winds really picked up, but the sun's come out, so I guess it's an all right trade-off. I want to see how this ditch is working. Well, we got some water running. That's what I like to see. Now what my plan is this area that way, I want to put drainage pipe in the ground and then cover it all up and make it to where it can be mowed. From about this point that way towards the pasture project, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. I gotta ponder on this a little bit. It's a little bit deep, but that's what I had to do to get the water to flow. So I'm not sure again if I want to put some drainage pipe in the ground, or I do have a ditching bucket. So what I may end up doing is taking on both sides of this and cutting the swale back and making it a gradual swale, so that way it's not just a steep ditch like we got here. So I gotta figure that part out. Definitely got some water running, so that's what I was looking for. Well, as long as we're down here, I might as well do a report on the egg layers. They're doing well. They're laying anywhere from 30 to 32 eggs a day now. So their egg production has gone up. Well, we got a little bit of work done on the farm here today, but it's time to go do chores. Logan's already started to grain the cows, so we're gonna go do water, check on the pigs, and feed and collect the eggs. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you like our channel, we ask you to subscribe. We hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time.